Fouga CM-175 Zéphyr, and at the back, the Breguet 1050 Alizé.
And like no flight anything.
There, that little beasties. Yeah, you're dying.
Yeah, Lisa, just open your arms up.
What a contrasting set of shapes in the sky, as much as anything else. The aircraft in the lead, the F-AZYI, a product of a manufacturer that's as famous and as revered in France as, for example, de Havilland is in the UK. Morin-Saulnier, a company set up by Léon and Robert Morin and Raymond Saulnier. Morin-Saulnier decided to develop that design as a four-seat transport and communications aircraft, with the idea of it finding both military and civil customers, and the result, the MS-760 F-AZYI, leads the formation through once again.
Oh no, they're gonna smell.
The French Navy became its first operator with 14 aircraft. It used them until 1997. The French Air Force had 36 of them, phased them out in 2001. It had very little success, the F-AZYI is one in this formation, which is now trailing the smoke. The only one flying in Europe today, and it's owned by an organisation based at Morlaix in Brittany called Armor Aerotation.
No, this wind can't travel up.
Look at it.
And it's been on the air show circuit ever since. The very distinctive V-tailed jet, meanwhile, is the Fouga CM-175 Zéphyr, the French Naval version of the Air Force's CM-170 Magister. The design, they fitted one of those gliders with a small turbomecha jet engine. They found it performed very well, and they conceived a twin-jet version. That led on to the CM-170 jet trainer design, which was fitted with two turbomecha Marboret turbojets, and which made its first flight in 1952 and was ordered into production in quantity for the French Air Force. It was extremely popular with its pilots due to its delightful handling, proved an effective lead-in to the frontline jets of the day. The Magister became most famous as the mount from 1964 until the early 80s of the French Air Force aerobatic team, the Patrouille de France. That's the aircraft closest to us as they pass by there. It attracted the attention of the French Naval Air Arm, who wanted a jet for training aboard aircraft carriers. Fouga offered them a modified Magister. There we see the formation splitting. They altered the design, they added an arrestor hook, and there was a strong Royal Navy connection with the testing of the aircraft. It was trialled at the Royal Aircraft Establishment base at Bedford. It was trialled also at the Royal Naval Air Station at Ford, and aboard the Royal Navy carriers HMS Bulwark and HMS Eagle. The name Zéphyr, incidentally, that of a type of wind, and it fitted in with the other wind-related names of French Navy aircraft at that time. Among them, the Breguet Alizé, Alizé meaning trade wind. Passing by there, 30 of them only were built, but they trained generations of French Navy pilots aboard their aircraft carriers, starting off with the Armanche 28, based at Nimes.
I can take my off until the
As the jet passed by, the very distinctive Breguet Alizé, only flying example of this type in the world as well, there with its underside weapons bay open. This aircraft was developed for the anti-submarine warfare role. It first took to the air in October 1956. Once again, it was trialled aboard one of the Royal Navy's carriers, this time HMS Eagle. The French Navy bought 75 of them, serving on those three carriers I mentioned, the RNAS, the Clemenceau and the Foch. They performed the surface surveillance, reconnaissance roles, they tracked ground targets, they performed electronic surveillance, radio relay, rescue operations in hostile territory and anti-marine pollution work. They were deployed to the Persian Gulf in the early 1990s and later on into the 1990s, in fact as late as the Kosovo War in 1999, to the Balkans. But they were never actually issued the French Alizés with weapons. Here it comes in with the undercarriage and the arrestor hooked down. There was just one export customer for the Alizé. That was the Indian Navy, which bought 14. And India did arm its Alizés with anti-submarine grenades, Mark 43 torpedoes, heavy and light bombs. 2000, when the Foch carrier was decommissioned with the advent of the current, served for its entire career at Nimes, and it was one of the last examples in service. Today, it's the only one still flying. It's operated by the Association Alizé Marine from its old base at Nimes. Zéphyr giving us a wing rock with the undercarriage and the arrestor hook down. Brazil, and it was built under license in both countries, but this, one of the French-built originals of the MS-760 Paris, from Armor Aéropatient at Morlaix, flown by Georges Toussaint. Association, 28 being the aircraft serial number, and touching down retired French Navy Admiral F-AZYI. Absolutely delightful to see those three aircraft on display. I hope they return to Yeovilton many times in the future.